The EU has backed a new set of digital copyright rules that could change the face of the internet. Under the new law, tech platforms will have to get permission from publishers like musicians and news media before posting user content included in such uploads. But free speech activists fear this could lead to censorship. Earlier, we spoke with Giampiero Lotito in London. He is the president of the European Tech Alliance.
Copyright and data protection are fundamental to have a future internet where everyone can compete at the same level. So I think that is a very, very important vote. Of course, as always, when you set new rules, something can appear draconian, can appear too strong, but in the long term, normally, everything is rebalanced in the more effective and more right rule for all.
Are you at all worried that this or other EU legislation could restrain the growth of European tech companies?
No, because the absence of rules made impossible in the last 10 years, 15 years, to grow a European tech giant. The capital union market, the digital single market, these rules will create better conditions to grow the European tech giants in the future.
Do you think that these new copyright rules that the US could adopt similar legislation?
Yeah, but the GDPR was an example for many countries out of Europe, and this legislation tried to make something that is in the real world, in the analog world, is normal. That you pay the creativity is the same for patents, in the same for many other rules. So I think that probably out of Europe, someone else, other countries can take this example as a good example to regulate the internet of the future.
There's still a fairly decent threat that the UK could crash out of the EU without a deal. What do you think this kind of Brexit would mean for technology in Europe?
For sure, UK will become a more attractive country because UK needs to attract more the tech company, the tech giant of the future. And for Europe can be the opportunity to set a relationship with a country that has an important economy in the continent. Of course, if the Brexit will be at the final point done as we think, because in this moment we don't know how the Brexit will evolve.
Do you think that this, on top of all of the regulatory pushback that tech is seeing in Europe, will actually put European tech at a disadvantage to US and other tech industries?
But we need in Europe to have a digital industry that can compete at the global level, because we miss that, and this mess is important also for other industries, because without a strong digital industry, also the manufacturing cannot grow in the right way. So everything is happening in this moment is a rebalancing of the past situation, and I think that probably we will observe errors in the next year that will be corrected, but I think that the world needs a strong Europe in digital to be balanced.
And what's your take on GDPR and what the right side of history will be? You know, has Europe taken the right steps here, and is it something that the US should do as well when it comes to data privacy?
GDPR was a rule that came from the need to have more respect for the privacy and data protection of the people. I think that in the culture of Europe, the data protection, the privacy for the European culture are stronger than in other parts of the world. So GDPR was the first solution, and as for the other things that I mentioned, and also the web tax, for example, we will see probably a rebalancing in the future, but without rules we will not have in Europe a digital economy at the level that Europe needs.